that happens. Like sometimes when I do a show with somebody, I have weed and they don't. And then sometimes they have weed and I don't. And sometimes we have weed at the same time. You know. So please smoke for me, goddamn, because I gotta wait before I get me some more. Because I'm waiting for these checks to goddamn come
I
from
feel
all
you.
this
No, you
good
don't have
shit.
to.
Because that's the only thing I hate is that pouring checks is a gift and a curse because because it ain't a lot of people don't realize have like these multiple sites. These sites pay out at different times, different ways.
Yeah.
You know, some pay out every 2 weeks, some pay out monthly, some even request pay. So I'll sit there and be like, at the beginning of the month, it's like it be booming, it be hitting. In mid month, it be like, damn it, hey, some got to be coming. Goddamn.
Right. You already done sat here and paid all your bills and all this other kind of stuff.
Yes, Lord, because the biggest killer people of getting them checks is the bills. Because nothing worse than when you get that check and you got to pay a bill. I be hating that shit. I'm like, man,
Bills are the devil.
yes, Lord. It's something that someone said. I forgot what I heard. It was like because of bills, it makes us be still in slavery because of bills. Because a lot of times we live to pay bills. I'm trying to get out that shit. I'm able to.
A lot of people they're not financially free, and it's hard to become financially free when you're not financially literate.
Yes, Lord, and everything. 'Cause I was looking at this video about. I know some of you millennials don't know who I'm talking about, but my man Charmillionaire, and I always wondered what happened to him. I knew that he was making money. He the guy that had the song "Riding Dirty." You riding
Yeah,
dirty,
I
riding
tell me
dirty.
why today I literally thought about that. I'm like, where is Chameleonaire? Like, where did he
Oh,
go?
he's worth billions right now. On the low. Seriously, he invested he invested in so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? He took
Good.
money and invested. And I
He
was
made
watching,
those three singles, him and Sierra, Riding Dirty, and he made like another hit single.
and he was out. And this dude,
Good.
like literally, like a mogul. Like he the one that invested in Lyft. He was one of the first people invested in Lyft and helped that get launched. He launched a whole. It's a lot of apps that we use that we didn't even know that he was involved in and helped
Cause you know
launch.
what? He goes by when you see him, you think of his rap name and you don't and you barely know his real name. You know what? I'm not even mad at him for not rapping no more. Cause he did what he was supposed to do.
He got no reason to. I mean, and
Hmm.
he stayed out the limelight this whole time.
He
Period.
did. We barely see him in any drama. We didn't even see him in drama when he first came out. He was like, I got songs, I'm a rapper, I'm gone.
And then couldn't find out the dude gets 50% of his publishing from Universal. The best deal I ever heard of any rapper got, and
From
ever
Universal.
Universal. He had his own record label.
Chameleon?
Uh, yes, he put out his shit on his own record label. He wasn't with.
He was independent like this?
Yes, yes. Oh no, he understand. He was the first rapper to have a website. I did not know that. Which was funny because
You're really mind blowing me right now.
at the same time he was doing it, I was trying to do a similar thing too with me having a website called Blue Collar Online.
Hmm.
You know, and he also learned how to make money with the streaming and stuff like that. He just learned different ways to generate money and make money. Period. And what's crazy is no one talks about it. We talk about 50. We talk about Jay-Z, but ain't no one said shit about Charmillionaire. And he got just as much money.
I'm so weak at you calling him Char Millionaire.
Chamillionaire, Chameleon. Either way, he's millionaire.
That's so I did not know that. Wow. When I say like you're
Mm.
mind blowing me right now, you're mind blowing me.
Yeah, 'cause I saw it on shouts out
Wow.
news because they do little videos telling you what happened to certain people. Like they talked about what happened to the game Derwin and the guy that played Derwin and Tia Moore why they left the show. You know what I'm saying? And
I really
everything.
wasn't interested in the game. I feel like at some point I stopped I stopped falling in love with black media, to be honest, because everything was always the same rhetoric, like baby mama drama, somebody cheated, somebody wasn't happy, financial stability. It was just like, okay, you know what? I want to get out of this mindset because too much drama.
It's because of the wonderful man by the name of Tyler Perry. Because think about it for a second. With black sitcoms, you didn't see too much drama. You didn't see too much drama or
Yes, you did. Love and Basketball was drama. Deliver
yeah.
Us from Eva was drama.
I got the
How they did
chain.
Gabrielle Union in that movie. I understand it was a movie, but like the whole concept, like the boys
Yeah.
try to sit here and fake a death, and then her sisters, like, you know, that like a lot of iconic
And then
black
the sisters
films.
took
I
the guys
appreciate
back.
them.
Got me. The sisters took the guys back. So they went through a whole plan.
Like I understand black sitcoms and black drama because I love it and I appreciate the fact that these actors and actresses are out here like making a living off this shit. But at the same time, it's just like too much of that same old drama. It really like bothers me. It's like it's out.
Yeah, because even
My
with me,
phone on
like
DMV.
I used to watch Love and Hip Hop faithfully, and then after a while, I just got just
Yeah, same. It was like, okay, I'm really tired of seeing Mimi go through this. I'm really tired of Jocelyn going through this. I'm really tired of Collie Red. Like, you know,
and
y'all are
see.
entertaining and it's funny, but sometimes it's just like, I'm tired of seeing you cry. Like, I want better for you.
You ain't lying, cause and two, me being a rapper myself, coming from the rap with my rap background, I got tired of the narrative that all rappers are just cheating ass pieces of shits. I'm like, I'm like, damn. I mean, there are rappers that don't cheat on their wives, yo. I mean,
To be honest, I bet, I could only imagine. Like, I bet all of it is just like I said, it's a lot to have to like sit and listen to and watch on TV, and then like your mind is programmed like, oh, it comes on at 8 o'clock at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. Let me tune in to this drama and just, you know, it's good to talk about, like it's funny conversations to have, but then it just comes down to the whole thing of like, damn, this is really sad that you're going through this on national television at that. Like, you know, it's one thing for you to go through your shit privately, but publicly, that's hard. And even if it's scripted, it's harder to have a fake narrative painted against you. That's like that gotta hurt. So
you know, they drive them crazy. So, oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor. Y'all know what it is. Download the Anchor app. Go
right.
to Anchor.fm, get a profile. I'm your host, Captain Officer of the Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links to one link, allmylinks.com/ Porn Rap Star. Four sponsors. We're going to go through this quickly. First one, lsworld.com. Go ahead and start your journey into the lifestyle. Next up, eroticismmagazine.com. Subscribe. Get it digital or get it paperback. Next up is 90% profit, and for you consumers, a new place where you consume your Triple X content, excitemoney.com. Last but not least, award nominated. Also, I must say, black owned, and they give you smut with voiceover. We're talking about, oh, and they even got a VR side of things. We're talking about Blush Erotica, so go to blusherotica.com. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com with her pretty ass lips. And and do some shopping and buy products from over 500 black owned retailers and shops. Also, 5 days a week, find me on fullyswapradio.com. Also, find me on skyhawkafterdarktv.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, y'all saw her on our special smoke. You knew we had to bring her sexy ass back. She's a couple therapist, sex therapist,
Working
sex.
on it. Right now, it's erotic mindset coach, but coming soon to theaters near you. Sex therapist.
She say no more. Her name is the Fairy Sex Mother.
I
That's
be
right.
sending you hoes.
Yes. Yes. So now I'm gonna tell you what I found interesting, right? Because this episode, thanks to Joe Budden, and also a show that I saw this coming because I wanted to bring that up. We had Sister Wives, right? Well, guess what's coming next? Brother Husbands. I'm ready for it.
Huh?
We about to have some polyamore, baby. Polyamore, baby.
Brother
Cause
Husbands, a show.
husbands, yes, the show. The
Oh, what's it
show
about?
is a bunch of couples where now the woman wants to add a boyfriend. So
Oh,
how you get sister wives where they was looking for a sister wife is a couple looking for a husband.
oh, I've never seen Sister Wives.
Ooh, yeah. So this is gonna be interesting because I know my wife, she follows a lady that does polyamore. And
I do
if I
too. Their Instagram name is Polly ain't ready. It sounds like you're saying probably ain't ready, but it's
yeah.
Polly Poly ain't ready. And they have a podcast, and I subscribe to the ladies' YouTube channel. They're cool. They're very
Oh,
open and very honest. Like they're really cool. I
they're
love
not
their
like
content.
because in society, well, in social media, in the culture, people make it cool that poly relationships, open marriages, and all that, but they don't never talk about the seriousness of it, the other side of it, because it's not as easy as people think.
Nope.
Because even because you still got to deal with jealousy, you still got to deal with certain emotions that you're going to have regardless if y'all in an open marriage or what have you. So have you ever talked to anybody or consulted anybody that was in that situation, like in a poly situation or a open marriage?
Yes, I have. And I've also had the conversation like my personal life.
Mm.
Um, it's always it's the honest conversation that everyone has to come to an agreement that we have to have. It's like you have to come forward and say, like, you know what? The idea of, let's say, I'm gonna jump back and forth between male, female, and female, male. I'm gonna just jump back and forth between the two. It's I'm gonna have to accept the idea of you sleeping with somebody else or doing something with somebody else that I am not accustomed to sharing. Like I have to be okay with the idea of you sharing energy with somebody else. It doesn't necessarily always refer to sex. And I think that's the thing that people are so afraid of, that it's like, okay, when you get past that aspect of it, I am still getting to know someone else. I'm still flirting with someone else. I'm still having a conversation with other people. I'm still allowing myself to be vulnerable with someone else and or other people. And I want to experience that with you and also sometimes like without you. And it sounds like I want to live my life without you and with you at the same time. It sounds like I want to have my cake and eat it too. When in all actuality is, yeah, I want to have my cake. You are the cake. Let's eat together. Like we can go eat brownies and cookies. We can go have a fucking cupcake for all we give a damn. And sometimes you might want some ice cream and I want a hot fudge sundae. Like it's okay for us to,
I mean, I'm just saying.
like if you really want to have that conversation with your significant other, um, or even somebody that you're interested in, it all just comes down to the reality of not only can you handle it, but even in moments where you need reassurance, can you ask for it? Because a lot of people don't know how to ask for help or ask for emotional support. Because if I sit here and I tell you, like, it makes me jealous to see you flirt with another girl, you might come back and be like, off rip. Some people tend to get so like aggressive and be like, damn, you don't have to think of it like that. But also at the same time, it's just like there's still an aspect of me that has to be accepting and willing and comfortable with doing certain things. And some people, you know, they're not down with it. And for the ones that want to have that conversation, just know like it's okay to be vulnerable as long as it's somebody you can be vulnerable with. Because look, this shit ain't easy. Sometimes the conversations are hard. And if you don't even feel comfortable enough to tell this person your social security number,
Yeah, yeah,
ponder on it.
yeah. Because I think what it comes down to is that when people had the conversation about poly and an open marriage, they also got to take into account that when your wife say, I feel jealous, like what you said, flirting with somebody, you got to remember she's fucking human. It no matter. People must remember, even though you're in a swinger or an open relationship, you still can have jealousy. Now,
Hmm. That is
it's
a normal emotion. You were
yeah,
jealous as a kid when your mom used to hug other kids, you would cry. You would
hmm
get jealous when your parents would sit there and give, like, if your parent, you were raised in a two-parent home or you saw a two-parent home, if your parents or guardians are showing affection to each other and you just sitting on the couch watching Elmo, well, I want affection too while watching Elmo. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing that people gotta understand. It's like
you be jealous when your french fries not as big as your best friend's french fries on your food plate. So, like,
so
jealousy is everywhere.
so when does jealousy become a problem? That's the question.
When you don't communicate it properly, like every time, not, I wouldn't say like every single time you get jealous, communicate it. Because what if you get jealous like every single day or every single week, or you're the kind of person where like you feel a lot and yeah, don't sometimes analyze the situation like, are you jealous because this is genuinely hurting your feelings, or are you jealous, quote unquote, because it's something new and it's different and you don't know how to feel? And whenever you get these kind of butterflies, it associates to jealousy, because you could be jealous or you could be just slightly uncomfortable, or you could just be feeling a new emotion. You might just feel slightly aroused, but it's in an area that you're not used to it being. Like, yes, we are all human, but we all have our wants, needs, and desires, and we all have our boundaries. So, if you have very strict boundaries that at some point will be compromised, because as you grow in life, things happen. So, not saying all things happen for bad reasons, but things can happen for good reasons, but you have to compromise.
Now, I myself noticed, this is just my observation, that it seems like older heads, people like in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, can handle open more so than people in their 20s. It seems to me, because it it's kind of like I mean, that's just my opinion. Because it's kind of like, to me, like a lot of people that talk in their 20s, they act like they down with it, but they're not. You get what I'm coming from? Period. I mean, don't get it twisted. Exception to every rule. Hey, poly.
Well, I would think that the reason why people probably in their 20s wouldn't be so down with it like they claim is because 20s is when you're living life. Like, you're finally treated, if everything goes right. Because look, I'm black, so something could happen to me just because I cross my toes. Like, hello. But let's just say everything goes right. You're 21 years old. Poof. Now you are experiencing some things of adulthood. You're able to buy liquor. Um, Depending on what state you live in, you're not eligible. No, that's all states. I think it's legal all around that you have to be 21 or older to buy tobacco products. So then, boom, you're able to buy liquor and tobacco products. You get into different kind of clubs. You're able to interact with different types of social groups. Um, you're experiencing what adulthood really is. And in your 20s, that's where, because I'm in my 20s, and that's where everything is just like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's cool, but it's stupid. But it's great, but I don't like it. Like, adulting is really back and forth. And so trying to have that kind of conversation, it doesn't matter. It does matter, of course, about age. 1,000% age does matter. But what matters also is the reality that the person lives. Like if I'm in my 20s and I barely live life, why would I have the conversation about living life that kind of way when I don't even know what life is right now? I'm
Yeah.
still learning. I'm still learning what a credit score is. Hello, like I just applied for a business credit. I just got a credit card.
Yeah, that's why the reason why I said 30s and 40s, because then you kind of live like some of them that
Yeah,
had.
you know, you've been through some things. Like you done seen some shit. The IRS done fucked you over a few times. You know, you know.
Yeah, you done had a couple of jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. You done said hey to a few people. You done said bye to a few people. You've been through some things, whether you have a significant other or not. And then if you have a significant other, by the time you get to like, your 50s and 60s, yeah, it's not like, all right, what's next? But you live life. So it's like, well, what's next? So there's so much things to try, but
So, so which brings me to Young Miami, because I was
what's wrong with
listening.
Carisha?
Carisha, this is what kills me when it comes to Carisha, right? Everybody drags her and dogs her
Oh,
because
okay. I was finna say, I was about to say, I
she,
know you're not on the side of people dragging her because I was gonna be like, wow.
oh, because it's like people is bothered that she's unbothered. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. She don't care. For whatever reason her and Diddy are fucking with each other,
Yeah.
it's a reason. If the reason was to make y'all pressed, she's doing a great job. if
She
the
she
re if
wonderful
the
job.
reason is for a glow up, she's doing a great job. Both of them are like glowing and they just look like, it's like, who gives a crap? It's their
And
life.
did she ever put that out there saying, "Well, I
Mhm.
want to be just me and you, and that's it"? I don't think she ever put that out there. I think she understood what it
We
was.
don't know these people.
Yeah,
Diddy
because
could have came to her and been like, hey, look. And Carisha was like, shit, what's up?
I mean, it is
I feel
Diddy.
like that's how the conversation basically went. He was like, so look here. And Carisha was like, shit.
I mean,
And
and he's a
poof.
millionaire, and he's a millionaire, and she's like, she ain't getting pregnant.
And she was already, first of all, she was already messing with people who was making that kind of bank because her boyfriend, her partner before that was Southside.
Mm-hmm.
808 Mafia, one of the best producers currently in the rap game. Like this man's music is everywhere. You cannot listen to an album, mixtape, nothing without at least hearing his name twice. So what? She's not dumb. So it's like
And
people
she
are,
just
when the
being
people who are pressed, it's like you're pressed about the wrong thing. You should being like, sis, blueprint. And she put the blueprint in her music.
yes, because I mean, she said that what she do, get the niggas with money.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
See, here's my question though. We don't we see that Diddy got other
Move.
women, but did Carisha have other dudes?
That's her business.
But
If
see, my
she
thing is
if
if it's
she
not
said in her podcast, she said like it's not a one-way street when she did her interview with G Herbo. It's not a one-way street. Like she's been very upfront about that a lot in her podcast. Like it's not a one-way street. This is not no.
podcast, obviously, because she's
Yeah,
taking
she's super honest. So if
she's
people
taking
do
the
feel
option.
like,
Yeah, she's taking the option of, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with anybody else, period. Or she
or
ain't
she
getting it out.
is, but she's not exactly. That's because it's not your business. Ask your question. You can sit there and ask questions all day. Do she got to answer 'em? No.
And then too, if she did, guess what? She'll get dragged. Oh, you just a hoe. Oh, you just a slut.
I don't
Oh,
think she'll get looked at like that. I think a lot of people nowadays, they realize that women like this. It's like honestly, it's some dope ass shit to look at. And it's just like, go girl, live your life. That's dope as fuck. Yes, bitch. Like she got a podcast on Revolt. She already got residual income in that. She's a part of a rap group that's just like shaped the idea of what a city girl is. Nobody was saying period. Everybody was saying point blank before them. They just said, I'm gonna shorten it for you hoes. Period. Hello.
But see, I think the thing of it is that,
She's pretty. JT pretty too. They both fine.
but see, I think what it is that people want her to be bothered versus
And
not
that's ghetto.
understanding why she's unbothered. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're not married. Period. And even if
We
they
don't
were,
know.
period. Yeah, I mean, I know Puff, for all the years Puff Daddy, if he got married to her, he would put that shit out there quick. Just quick. You
At
know,
this point, life is like a reality show. It's like, who's next? Go, 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 go. Every day, every second, every hour is tune in next week for Dragon Ball Z. And it's just like, God damn. Here we go. It's another whirlwind. It's
that's the
like a,
only reason why I'm glad they come out with that show, Brother Husbands, which was funny because I kind of predicted it like a year and a half ago. I told my wife, I said, they're gonna come out with a show, Brother Husbands. It's coming. Ain't no way in hell that you're gonna show it one way. But watch now. Watch. I'm predicting this. Watch how much backlash that show gonna motherfucking get.
it shouldn't.
It's gonna be from me. It's gonna be now. The surprise is gonna be from women, but mainly from men.
It shouldn't. Hopefully it won't.
It should.
I hope we get all positive reviews because at this point everything is acceptable. Not everything. Let's start there. But a whole bunch of stuff is acceptable these days. And people just gotta mind the business that paid them. If it's not illegal and if it's not causing harm to children and or others, baby, and animals. Baby, 2 plus 58 is always gonna give you 1,012. Like, stop trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, because even to me, like when I think of history, you always hear the king having his harem, his women, or what have you. But you don't never hear about the queens. And I have a theory about that because they wanted a certain image that they wanted the queens to have, which is
Mhm.
bullshit. Because I,
Mhm.
an example, I think it was the Roman Emperor Nero, his wife. And I never forget this story. It's my favorite story from Rome. She was straight up wow. Like, wow.
Who
You
is this
know,
empress?
I think it. I can't think of who her empress. I gotta look it up. It's even Nero. It's one of the crazy ones. One of the crazy ones from Roman. From the Roman days. I don't know if it was Nero or who was the other one. Was it Nero that was playing the fiddle while Roman burned, or it was another one? Yes, people, I did pay attention in history class. Um,
Child.
but his wife, she fucked. She fucked. Open about it. Was not scared about it. Even to the point, she challenged Rome's most popular whore to a fuck off and won by landslide. Won by landslide. They said Shorty shut down by what? They said she shut down by sun up. The Empress kept going. Basically they were doing the first version of a gang bang, to be honest with you. The first history's gang bang. And I said, that proves my point. And then like one of the greatest stories, Camelot, Guinevere. You know what I'm saying? I know you heard about that story where she cheated on King Arthur with Lancelot.
That is the insider joke. I've always heard that inside joke in animes and I never understood it. That is seven deadly sins hits a whole oh my god. I have to rewatch Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah,
Wow. That hits a whole lot harder.
yeah, because even to the point
Mm.
I remember the Camelot that came out back in the day, and actually one of the great movies about King Arthur. He caught Guinevere with Lancelot and kicked Lancelot out of Camelot,
Oh,
but Lancelot came back to help him win a war. So all things were forgiven when it came to he needed his help though. Which made you, and then too, also it made me wonder, well, No, and then also one of my other favorite shows, which was one of the superhero shows. What is it? God, the Legends of Tomorrow, where it was
There is
White
such a
Canary.
huge age gap between me and you, and it's so funny.
My God, look, White Canary, who is a superhero, and I loved it. Who is straight up lesbian. Fucked
Okay.
Guinevere. She fucked Guinevere. They went back in time. Tell me my favorite episode. Guinevere was sitting there, walked up to her, slapped her on the ass, like I said, dang.
What?
Yeah,
Are you
but see,
shitting me right now?
yeah, it's it. But to me, it's kind of like people act like poly and open marriages is a new concept. It's been throughout
Oh
history.
no, it's old. I read this book by this author. I really hate that I can't think of his name right now because I wrote a book review about it. I believe. Oh my gosh. His initials is HA. I know that much. And he wrote a book called Kawanza. I hope I said it correctly. If I didn't, y'all please correct me. But it's about how poly started in Muslim faith, and it talks about the history behind it, and actually it describes how women were also poly at times and how this stemmed from African culture. It was just a really great historical read about Muslim faith and polyamory and polygamy and how all those things work. It was just like a good sex education book. And yeah, the shit's old as fuck. Like back then it was a known thing that men had multiple wives and or women were engaged with other men. It was very like because even if you go based off of evolution, if you
Yeah,
believe it that kind of thing, monkeys did not always fuck the same monkeys.
no, actually,
So there's that. If you go based off of religion,
actually,
the first
they,
two people on the earth, how do they populate the whole earth?
because let's be honest, in the animal kingdom, it's poly than a motherfucker. Because
Hello?
they don't
Let you
speak
be a
stuff
weak
like that.
lion.
Shit out.
Let you be a weak wolf. Let them find a new alpha wolf.
They're gonna be like, ooh, you. I like Benzo over there. He's just roaring.
Snakes literally fight in a ball to get to
Mm,
to see who can get to the female first.
yeah. Hey,
Giraffes go at neck wars.
yeah, man, I saw that shit. That was funny as fuck. I said, these dudes are
I got
slapping neck.
scared. No, it was like the first three hits. I was like, okay, but then they started getting like low, like to the point where it was like in the middle of their neck, like just ding. It was getting too. I was like, ooh, if I see a giraffe neck just break,
I be afraid they gonna twist around.
I be thinking that too, like it's gonna twist up like around each other. But then I just be
They
getting scared. I'm like, no,
just
I
just
can't handle that.
like, man, you can have it now, dog.
Or like if a lioness just want to be like, you know what, I want your man, fight me for it. Can't say no.
Hell no. Hell no. Actually, lioness, if they don't get no dick, they'll bite the goddamn lion on the balls. Goddamn it, motherfucker! I said I wanted some dick, motherfucker. Come here. I
Child.
see this video too. I died out laughing. I said, damn. I
we
know
not
there was some.
an we're not saying we animals, but we just saying like, it's okay to have outside desires. But it's also okay to communicate that and see if that's really what you want or is it something that you fantasize? Because those are two different things.
Because I think what it was, well, one, because the pseudo Christian Charlemagne, King of Franks, not the God who changed a lot of shit. Because when the Holy Roman Empire came in and they
This is a
wanted to
history lesson today because you just educated me on so much shit.
Christianity, Christianity to Eastern Europe and all that crap, and that's where we got a lot of our traditional thoughts on. But what's so funny to me about it is that men made it seem like women didn't. And I have my theory on that because even when I look like the Bible, a lot of the women are considered villains. Let's go there. Jezebel. Um, I can't think of the girl name.
You saying women
Uh,
in the Bible they're considered villains?
yeah, the way they talk about them. Jezebel, the way they talk about her, the way
Not
they talk.
Esther. People were so happy for Esther.
I think Esther was one that was good. I think.
Now, see, me, I
Mm-hmm.
have a relationship with the Lord. However, that word, I cannot repeat it offhand right now. Like if I had my Bible in front of me and I was able to scoot, 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 but my Bible is in my room on my headrest. So it's kind of far. But only story I know is Esther. I love Esther. That girl said, I will marry him to save my people. And she saved her people because she knew that one of the dudes was an op and she saved the king. That was a
But see,
real OG right there.
you don't ever hear them talk about her. The women that they talk about is the ones that they want to make the example of. You don't want to be like her, like Jezebel, like Delilah when she cut Samson's hair off. Uh, I can't
Everybody
think of
hate
the.
Eve. Everybody hate Eve.
That proves my point. Women lead. It wasn't Adam that got Eve to eat the apple. Eve got Adam to eat the apple.
Boy.
She was like, this apple good, don't you want
I
some?
just want to know who started this rumor that Eve is the reason that we have a period.
Yeah, I,
Like,
I,
I want to
I,
know, is that really true? Like, so if that was the case, if Eve, so it's just like the purpose of a menstrual cycle is to shed the lining of the uterus because you ain't have no babies. So Eve was never gonna have no babies if she didn't eat the apple.
now, this is what I think, and I'm about to blow people. Did you ever hear about them having sex?
Did they really have time to? Because it seemed like the way the Bible set up, it seemed like as soon as God made the earth, the heavens, and animals, fish, everything good to go, next thing he did was Adam and Eve. The next thing you know, Adam and Eve now got on clothes. So did they really have time to really, like the way the Bible depicts it? It seems like in 2 weeks, earth was made, Adam and Eve came, Eve ate the fruit. That's it. Tune in next week. They got on clothes. Like that's what it sounds like.
To me, sex and having sex was actually a punishment that God bestowed. The reason why I say that because think about it, she didn't have a menstrual cycle to eat. She had a menstrual cycle when she left Eve. She got pregnant after she left Eve. You get what I'm coming from? That's why I say I don't think we was the purpose was not for us to make sex. He didn't say go and you know be fruitful and populate the earth after they left. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what I think. Now, on the other end, I also
Did he say
believe in.
that? I know he said that, but did he say that before or after? Did he really say that after? No. Mm, mm. DeAndre, can you bring me my Bible, please? Cause
Remember,
now, hold
second baby,
up.
she got to be popping, baby.
I was like, cause wait, dun dun
Because
dun.
I remember, because like I said, it was like after they left Eden, that's when they learned shame. They realized they were naked. They didn't realize they were naked when they were in Eden.
Thanks.
That's why I think sex was actually it supposed to be a punishment, but it was. Oh, trust me, I'm radical as fuck with my thoughts on the Bible. Trust believe. Shit, I believe the Bible basically is a bunch of stories of alien abductions, but that's just my opinion. Come on, what
Boy,
what well do you know had bronze ribs of bronze? Come on, come on.
a beautiful one. Mars.
But no, but because even to me. They didn't. It's certain things that we had knowledge of. They didn't. So if we saw a spaceship today, we'll say spaceship. If they see something, they're gonna say bird.
All right, chapter 5 is when Genesis chapter 5, God created Adam.
Even the first book of the Bible, the first book of the
Oh
Bible
yeah,
is
we in
called.
the beginning. Oh yeah, we in the beginning. So I'm trying to like track this timeline. Okay, chapter 5, he created Adam. Here go all the angels and the crazy people just acting out.
Yeah, I broke somebody's head up. I said, you realize Genesis is not actually technically the first book is
It's
Moses,
not.
because because Genesis was the story that was told to Moses.
Bingo, because Moses wrote the Bible, the original Bible.
Bingo. See, but your pseudo Christians don't want to hear the truth. It's all good. But yeah, because like stuff I was reading, like I used to read, I always was to
Hold
do
the
that. I
hell
was
up. Did I miss something? Okay, boom, I lied. So, chapter 5 is Adam's generations. Chapter 4 is when the shit gets busy. All right, here we go. We had to back it up. Let's go to chapter 3 just to make sure. Oh, yeah, let's go to chapter 2. Hold the hell up. It gets early in the Bible. See, look at me. Oh, it's a dog outside barking. Sanji, let it go. And he's about to growl at him.
yeah, that's why I tell people it was kind of like it was like they didn't even know what sex was until they got outside of it. Because I'm just curious about when the first time they fucked and then she got pregnant. She probably wondered what something was wrong with her ass. Why I'm hungry all the damn time? Why my stomach growing?
Okay, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat for it, and the day that thou eatest thereof shalt surely die. It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a me. The Bible is so funny how it's written because it's just like, dog, what really y'all talk like this?
And the reason why I got that lyric in there is because Shakespeare was one of the people writing it.
Oh Lord, not that.
The King James Version, issued by the Pope, written and edited by Shakespeare, who is considered gay.
All
That
right, poof. Now the serpent was more. Okay, yep, words. Serpent came in chapter 3, and the woman said to the serpent, okay, cool. In chapter 2, Adam got Eve. Adam said, hey, look, don't touch that stuff over there, but everything else we good. Boom. Serpent, chapter 3, come in. Eve see the serpent and she like, hey, I don't want to eat from that fruit. The serpent said, no, you won't. You won't die. Ew, this is so crazy just reading this right now. Even though I know the story. And Lord God said unto the woman, what is it that thou hast done? The woman said, the serpent lied to me and I did eat it. The Lord God said unto the serpent, because you did this, you have cursed all the cattle and above every beast of the field.
you
Upon
know
thy
why?
belly shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat in all
And the
days of thy life.
reason was cursed because they were vegan. They wasn't eating the animals. They were communing with the animals. When they got out of eating, that's when they chicken, beef.
Child. And I will put, huh? And between thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. I don't know what that means, Lord. I want to know. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
People,
Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be thy husband, and
I'm
he
saying,
shall rule over thee.
thank you. Damn it, I'm good. Quit
Damn
arguing.
it.
So we have
But
argument
you know
now.
what? Jesus, guess what though? Jesus died for our sins. So Eve
Damn
don't
right.
count.
He
Eve
knew it.
don't count.
I knew that you made them women get pregnant so you can punish them. So I went down the cross so you can forgive them, God.
But then that don't make sense.
But
I
see,
got questions, but it's okay. At this point,
it was funny. It's funny because it was sad when I was in jail one time. And I was talking to a guy, and he said read it. That's why God said read it with a cardinal mind. Cardinal mind with your heart. Otherwise, that's why I said people. I always say this statement: people believe anything but trust nothing. They're not trusting the actual words of the
ooh,
Bible. They're just going to believe what people telling them what they should get from reading it. You get what I'm saying? Because to me, what you just read, he just basically told it, bitch, I'm about to punish you. You about to have a bunch of kids. You about to have some periods. Ain't gonna, yeah, you can get hurt.
bro, y'all. The hold up. This is crazy. It's not crazy because it's like sad. It's just crazy because it's like, huh? It is Genesis. What I read it from. This is hello. If you watching this is my Bible right here. It is Genesis chapter 3, and where he said exactly that, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. This is a punishment
Yeah,
because the serpent lied to Eve.
yeah, basically. Now this piece, which kind of funny that the devil serpent. But then let's go back to Greek mythology. Zeus was a eagle. He was a bull. Uh, that's why I said to me, that's why I said I'm the kind of person, I'm a totality person. And what I do is I look at everything as a whole. I just don't look at just the Christian faith. I look at the stories throughout history. You know,
Can you see me?
yeah, you froze. It does that. I see it does that on my phone around like the 45-minute mark. That's why I normally take a commercial break. So I may have to take a commercial break real quick. So we'll be right back after these wonderful messages for one of our sponsors.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
It came out. I was looking. I was like, man, that did she understand how much gorgeous she really is?
Life be life, man. Life be life.
And we're back with commercial break. We had to take a quick commercial break because, as you know, life as a podcast should be so rough. You know, the shit wanted to freeze because one what we were talking about, and two because she's just so fine, he just wanted to just stop
It's
and
not.
look at the picture. You know, they're pretty smart. But yeah, if people really actually paid attention to what they were reading, they'd be surprised. You know, period. And even to the point like something just brightened my day to day. I mean, it had just like old songs. people, if they actually really listen to some of these old songs, you'd be surprised some of the shit that you would hear. And one of my
It's
favorites
this one song called Billy. Is Bill? Bill? Bill or Billy?
is old school.
It's yes. It is. It's a song name. It's Bill. It is a Caucasian woman. She has dark curly hair. I don't remember like her name, but the album cover. I know she kind of like a black or a dark top, and the background was purple
Joan
or
Jett.
blue. Huh?
You want Joan Jett, was it?
I don't know. I just I heard the song and I listened to it in its entirety and I Shazammed it and I just saved it to my phone. And it's just whenever I want to listen to it, I just type in Bill and I click it because it's the only song on my phone that's just like Bill. I mean, other than Beyonce Destiny Childs. But that
Mm.
song was in my phone and I was just like, that's an old song. And it's just like she was singing her heart out, y'all. If y'all listen to the song and hear what it's about, I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. After you listen to it one time and hear the lyrics, listen to it again and see how she was singing it because she was ooh.
Oh, I got one for you. And I remember hearing this when I was a kid. I love Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, the
Okay.
king of rock and roll, has a song called Dingaling. Go listen to it. One of the lyrics was he was swimming through the swamp. It was a bunch of snakes. Kind of hard to swim because he's holding with both my dingaling, my dingaling. You must be playing with my dingaling.
That is where that thing comes. OMG. Today is a history day. Like this has been a history lesson all day.
And no, and then when I sat down and listened to Billy Joel, I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. And what was it? You will always be a woman to me. This dude bashed the shit out of a chick. But at the end of the verse, he says, "But you still be a woman to me."
You just still have me stuck at the my ding ding. Wow. Because I used to hear this thing where someone would be like, I want you to pay with my click a click, click a click. And
That was,
it's just like I always wonder where they like just did they just make that up? And it's like, wow.
I sent
Yeah.
somebody. I guess they got I don't know if it's a TikTok page or Instagram page that for Chuck Berry fans. And I ran across like a video of him singing it live. And when he got to the part with my ding he just shut up. You see them peer to the fans. It's nothing but white folk singing my ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
No lie, I'll be in the crowd singing it with them, just like,
So people, if y'all
man,
find
what? If I hear the song and I like it, I'm
it,
gonna download it.
and no, and then now the most fucked up song I heard,
Ooh,
Uncle Luke, I love you to death. I grew up with you. You know, I used to watch the girls twerk. You know that up with it, up down, up that the way we like to fuck. Not that one. I can't think of the name, but I remember the beat. But anyway, I can't think of the name of it. But basically, we had a date rape. Now, it was a dude fucking a chick. He goes in the bathroom. He has a homeboy in the bathroom. They start talking. The homeboy comes out and start fucking the girl. She's like, you want me to call the light? No, keep the light off. She's like, damn, it feel like you just got bigger. I went back and listened to it as a adult. I said, did they just run a okey doke on this? Is this is this kind of like rape in some way?
it is. There ain't no kinda. It is. She did not consent to that guy.
Oh
Yeah,
my god! And then the nerve to say, damn, you got bigger. This song, if it came out today, that shit would not fly. It would that
it
song
would not.
Uncle Luke would have caught so much hell, he would have been canceled.
I'm
He,
pretty sure when people watch this podcast and they gonna hear the song, they're gonna call him out.
he was like, wait a second, I know that beat. Because I'm gonna tell you where you hear it. If you ever listen to, because I don't know y'all radio station, our old school radio station for R&B was like Foxy, and they always used to play. They used to play the beat as an interlude between like certain, a song or what have you. At some point, they just play the beat, and I was wondering where the beat came from until I found a Luke record. It was before there was the internet, before Spotify, all that shit, and I remember it wasn't the first album. It was the second album he dropped that was on. And that should be crazy. Hell, Six Pack.
Mm-mm.
We're talking about Quaaludes from Digital Underground.
See, you know how this is all before my time, so I'm just sitting here like, ew, this is the music I listen to. I'm disgusted. And then people have the nerve to, then growing up, people have the nerve. Y'all music so trash. It's so trash. My music is not rapey. Some of these artists are very rapey,
It's
but it's just like wow.
just like I remember one of my favorite singers, Vesta. Um, she had a song called "Congratulations" because she was congratulating her ex for getting married to another woman that he left her for.
Hold up, that sounds like a bop.
Congratulations, I hope you're happy.
Is it like she said, well, you know what? That could be a bop nowadays.
Yeah.
With the girls nowadays, it'd be like more like a diss song, but that could be a vibe.
Oh, you already know. Well, the closest to that I gotta give it to is my girl Jay. Please, I hate to butcher her name. Janae Akeo, whatever her name
Janae
is.
Aiko?
My bullshit. I saw your ex is boosting my confidence. I was done with that line. I was done. I
She's
said,
Instagram captions. Janae Aiko is Instagram captions. She will sit there and let you know what? I'm better. I don't even care if I was in the wrong. I'm still better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than her. I'm better than all y'all.
that first album, I played that shit on repeat. God,
Repeat, repeat, repeat.
my favorite one. God, she telling you got to be brave to date me, motherfucker. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. She will let you know. Apparently, Big Sean didn't listen to the first album because he
Well,
should have.
she was the most peaceful. I don't want to say toxic because it's not toxic, but it's like she was like the most peaceful bad bitch energy given. And it was just like, yes, we needed that. Like she would just be so angelic, just talking and singing. And it's just like, oh my guys, she must be saying like some really deep stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm better than all you hoes. And I think that my competition, there is none.
Yeah, I love her to death, and
Her voice is angelic.
every song she comes out with, fire.
Angelic.
Now,
Even when she did Post to Be, she made that song still as angelic as her possible, and it was still about.
oh my god! And then one of my other favorite songs of her that she did recently was "Pussy on the Way." You make me so proud. I said,
Serenaded. She
"Damn."
was she was in the studio. Man, that's exactly why she got pregnant right there.
Mm,
Big Sean heard the album. He said, "All right, look here.
I need you in my life.
I know you gonna go on tour. You gonna do what you gotta do, and you can do what you gotta do. But Pussy Fairy, come on, come on, come on down, come on in the
See,
room."
you make me so proud. That was my line. I said, "Damn." As a man, how would I feel? My woman said, "Damn, you made me so proud with that good dick."
Hey, you'll turn up. You already know you'll turn up. I make you proud, girl. Bend over.
I be in the bathroom talking about some. Damn, goddamn, I knocked that push it out.
Man, what exactly? As soon as you done, you go to the bathroom and get the towel. You act like you gotta. Well, you go and pee for a second. You washing your hands. You really in the mirror like, yeah, I'm proud of me. Yeah, nigga, you
But
saying she
what's the
proud of us.
women when they know they don't wore that dude out? What's the equivalent for women when they wore a dude out?
I go in the bathroom, start dancing after I pee. and like get myself together. I go in the bathroom. I start doing the robot like, yeah, bitch, you just. Mm.
He came so hard, he got a back spasm out his bitch.
Hello, man. What? I love when my man just be laid out and he just be like on the bed, just, and I just come back and I be like, as soon as I go to the bathroom and do what I gotta do, I'm in the bathroom and yeah, I'm doing handling my business. I'm doing my hygiene, but I'm also in that bitch like, you about to go to sleep, or you finna smoke a blunt with me, or you gonna cuddle me? Cause guess what? You tired. That's me.
I put it on my ass, gotta tell you. She come back.
Nah, I'm the kind of I'll be like, hey, babe, go get up and get in the shower, or go wash yourself off. But I give him his moment because I know like when he wear me out, I know I need a moment to get like my energy level back together just so I can get up and take care of my hygiene and stuff. So I don't even sit there and get like rush him because I know for like men, especially like when y'all ejaculate, that shit can be like hard and aggressive. So you gotta like get your soul back. It's okay. I know I just snatched this. I'm gonna let you come back to life real quick. And when you do,
that,
go clean yourself off.
that, that strong that he done pumped hard to get, goddamn. He done damn near blast out.
It's okay. So while you getting your soul back together, I'm too busy having a dance break. I'm Chris Brown in the mirror. Let me see if you can run it, run it.
Now, the other thing that, like I said, the other topic I got for my man Joe Budden, I love it. I love his podcast, and as well as see the thing. I love a bunch of podcasts, which there's a bunch of videos that went viral of one Dana White, which I didn't see the video.
Who?
I saw Dana White, the guy that owns and runs the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Him and his wife was at a bar. Wife
Mm-hmm.
slapped the dog shit out of him, and then of course he hit her 5 times. Now, me personally, he shouldn't have hit her, let alone hit her 5 times. Okay. Then I saw this. I had to go look at it because it was too bleed. You know how? Okay, you know a bowling ball, right? Okay. This girl hit a man in the head with the bowling ball. And then went and took the bowling ball and rolled a strike, and girls was goddamn cheering that shit.
I don't
He
subscribe
punched
with this
in
kind of
her
toxic
brain.
behavior.
And it's like two things. One, there is a double standard when it comes to if a woman hits us versus us hitting them. And me personally, from my young experience, a woman can whoop my ass. I might hold you down, I might shake you, but I'm not gonna hit you. Period. Unless that this is the only time you lose your woman call with me. You go get a knife or a gun, I'm gonna beat the shit out you like you're a man. I'm just letting you know. That's my life on the line. If my life comes first, fuck that. You ain't gonna get you know. But should a woman expect a hit back if she hits a
Mhm.
dude? Is he wrong for hitting the back if she hits him first?
um, I personally feel like putting your hands on anybody is just wrong at any level. And we need to start teaching like our young ladies, especially at a young age, to like keep their like our young kids in general to keep their hands to themselves. So that way we don't have to run into those type of issues. Um, but it is a sad reality that it is a double standard that if a woman is physically abusive to a guy, people will be more prone to tell the dude to like just step away, back away, like just walk away and stuff. But if a man puts his hands on a woman, you know,
Gee.
it's yeah,
Even to the point that even if
it's
he
ultimate pun. It's not ultimate, but like it is. It's a very heavy, harsh, serious punishment, and it should be looked at on equal sides because people have emotions. Men have emotions too. Nobody. wants to be physically abused. Nobody wants to be hit, slapped, or anything like that. So it's just a hard reality that it just sucks, and nobody should honestly go through it. That shit's really sad. And even when people like talk about it on social media, like the whole conversation, it's like at this point, everybody is like wrong. Like we shouldn't be comparing it about which one is a more extreme than the other. They're both wrong. They both need to stop, and they both start from the base, which is at childhood.
Backlash should be the same. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The backlash should be the same
Very much so.
because you
Especially when you have like video proof. Everything should be like everyone should be treated the same. Everyone should be treated like if this man has physically abused this woman, jail. If this woman has physically abused this man, jail. Like it's not fair that it's men out here with black eyes, broken noses, back of their head gush, like just all kind of crazy things that be going on happening to a man, and all it is like, oh well, you're a man at the end of the day, so you have to blah blah blah. No, that's not fair, because that can hurt your pride and your ego, just like it hurts a woman's feelings. So it should be looked at as equal.
you have a dude, and I've been in this situation before where a girl touched me, right, and I didn't feel comfortable about it. For whatever reason, I just didn't feel comfortable about it, and I was like, man, I like the way she rubbed up on me, man. Like, you know, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It didn't like I gave her the green light to do it. Dude, like, you will fuck that. No, not necessarily.
See,
But
comments like that is a part of the
she,
problem.
yeah, because
That mindset is a part of what makes it seem like it's okay for someone to do something. If I didn't consent to it, then it's not okay. If I didn't give you the green light, like you said, if I didn't say, yes, you can do this to me, then you shouldn't be touching me like that. You shouldn't be doing anything to me I don't give you permission to.
yeah, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, it was it to me. At the end of the day, it's kind of like when people say that men don't have a safe space, we really don't. Because if a dude say he been raped, he gets laughed at. If he said a female made him feel uncomfortable, they tell him to get over it, or they'll say just like what I said, nigga, stop fucking. You know damn well she throw you the pussy, nigga, you take it. And that's not necessarily the case. I remember watching what was it? Of course, Law and Order. Dun, dun, where the stripper got straight up raped, and he got laughed at in the courtroom, and even the cops was like, "You got raped, but you a stripper. You a male stripper." I'm talking about they had his ass tied up and everything, yo,
And
straight
see,
up.
that's a part of the problem that I think that is also a huge thing that comes with sex education, that people really, or just basic anatomy, that people don't realize. A man's penis can get hard because the sky is purple,
Yeah,
just like a vagina or a vaginal opening can secrete just because the ground is white. Like these are natural body fluids that are these are natural body things that happen. Just because they happen, that doesn't mean it's something that I enjoyed or I consented to.
bingo.
The biggest one is consented to. So men can get raped, and we should take it very serious, just like we take it serious when women get raped. We need to take it just as serious, because men being emotionally, physically, and sexually abused has a lot of trauma that coincides it, just like it does for women. And yes, we need to make more safe spaces for men to discuss their feelings openly, because a lot of men go through a lot of stuff and they have to keep it to themselves because that's what their definition of what a man is, or for whatever reason they keep it to themselves. They might keep it to themselves because they don't trust nobody, and it's not fun to live life like that
Man,
when you
bro,
have that much built-in trauma and you have no one to like just have a good cry with, somebody just to laugh with you, someone just like make you feel good internally and externally. Like I think nobody should live life like that.
yeah, like I don't know who it was. Um, like for example, you can't even tell a man, "Hey, bro, you a good looking dude." You gonna look at you, you gay or something? No, motherfucker. I'm just saying you a good looking dude. I can see why women like your motherfucking ass, nigga. Women can compliment each other, touch each other titties and shit. Dude, I just no, we ain't touch each other dicks, but you can't even you sit there and tell a dude he lose. I'm like, dude, you're sexy on motherfucker. You gay or something, man? You trying to fuck? No, give me a compliment, motherfucker. I'm just like, damn, it just crazy shit. But even to the point that back to the relationship shit, I also noticed that toxic relationships are now became relationship goals, and I don't know when that happened. I missed the class that day. Um, I was in school. I was absent that day. I thought, we were trying to avoid toxic relationships. Everybody wanted to be a Christian, and Blueface now. Um, I, I don't think I want a woman to go to hit me over the head with a Hennessy bottle and then console me later. No, no. She had
What
that.
happened?
Okay, you know about Christian and Blueface. They shit.
I've seen their names, but I don't like pay attention to like whenever I mute that stuff off my timeline.
They just say this. Their toxicity is Ike Turner and Tina Turner turned up times 100.
That's not healthy. Why are we idolizing it?
I mean, people literally be like looking at them like relationship goals, and it's kind of like, no, that's why I want to hit somebody that I want to kiss. I'm just saying. I didn't know love
Mm,
this. And it was one thing that I saw. I saw a clip because, of course, Zeus gave him a show. So this,
Zeus Network.
yeah, gave him a whole show. So that should tell you.
Okay.
I don't know. They were in an argument. I don't know what it was. And she took a sip of a Henny bottle and then took it and cracked that motherfucker on his head, busted him open. Yeah, him hitting her, she hitting him, and women, and she was on B. Simone's podcast, and they asked her like, "Well, why do y'all do? That's just who we are. That's how we show our love." Boy, I hate to see what
Wow.
I seen Blueface Mama, so I can see why the way he is, because his
Wow.
look,
I bet that can be tiring for the both of them though.
it got to be because it one, which I know the sex probably is off the chain because toxic,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We not encouraging none of that. Nope.
but
Nope. Nope.
but even to the point,
If she is out here hitting him, because like I said, I don't see this on my timeline. If she is out here hitting him with a Hennessy bottle, like no, we were just saying like it's not fair
I said,
because
you see,
if he would if he would have did that to her, first of all, Zeus would have had the whole show canceled. So it's just like, if that's what people want to idolize and they feel like it's healthy, just know that what's always shown on television is not reality. So
and
take
see,
that how you want, but some
lucky for them,
things is just not meant to be.
they don't have kids because
But
I
Blueface
think
has kids, right?
who?
Doesn't Blueface have kids?
Oh, I hate he got kids because, and after he got boys, that's worse because now you showing your son this how you treat a woman.
Well, no, because again, we never know what their reality is. Like they can be doing reality TV, but like we discussed earlier, some of this stuff could be scripted, which is sad that you have this. If this is scripted, it's really sad to have this fake,
This
this
ain't gonna be
fake.
scripted. This is them.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just saying.
That was sad about the shit. Now I can understand, reality TV, some things scripted. You gonna turn up 10 just for the camera. No, these motherfuckers turned up 10 and ain't a camera around.
That's really sad and that's really tragic. And hope one day they find peace.
I really hope what's gonna be crazy is that I know that she's young. When she get older, she gonna look back at this shit and say, "What the fuck was I thinking?"
Life.
That's
Life
what,
is nothing but a lesson.
yeah. That's why I said life is a learning. Life is. Ugh, I, see, I'm so used to say at the end. It's kind of hard for me to say in the middle. Life is a learning experience, people. Damn sure is. Cause I'm sorry, and I've been in a toxic relationship. Like I reconnected with one, well, both my daughters, but my youngest daughter, and she asked the question of, well, why me and her mother didn't make it. I said, we were too toxic. Too toxic. I was like, she too headstrong, I'm too headstrong. I said nothing good when it came out of that relationship.
Me and
And
my
I,
father had that conversation like a year and a half ago.
yeah.
I knew why him and my mom didn't work out, but then the level of his toxicness I was never aware of because I was just honestly running from the answer. And so when I finally just sat down, I asked him, like, how toxic are you? I didn't ask that question specifically, but we basically had like that conversation. And
Oh, I,
yeah.
I told my daughter, I said, no, I was a piece of shit. I cheated. But I said at the same token, your mama had a mouth and she had a temper. Like literally saw her take a gun out of a dude's hand. Straight up. Like dude put a gun in her face like, bitch, give me that motherfucking shit, motherfucker. Now look at you. I said,
Well,
but see,
woo, that's
but see,
heavy.
but I told her, I said, I didn't want her to see that from us. Especially on my end. Because I didn't want her to see me and her have them knockdown, drag out arguments that might would become physical. Because one time, me and her were talking, we was having a I don't know if it was argument. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was at my mom's house. This motherfucker spit on me and laughed. And I was so mad, I wanted to hit her. But I said, I can't do it. So my dumb
Mm-mm.
ass punched the side of a refrigerator. We ain't talking about the door where it's soft. The side that's solid. All this fucked up. And then what's crazy is she's in the hospital crying. I'm looking at her like, do you see this? This is what you did? My fingers just fucked up. But then I told her, I said, I didn't want you to see that, period. Because to me, you're going to have
You could have
arguments.
just walked away without cheating. However, respectfully, you did what you had to do in order for your daughter not to be traumatized from you and her mother's relationship. So you did a good thing 50%. You just didn't have to cheat. You could have just left.
Because I ain't going to front because, like I told anybody, but see, also at the same token, it goes back to that young shit. That young,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And plus, back then, there was no discussion of poly, open, or any of that. So
Nope.
we wasn't privy to that. Now that we're privy to it, and I mean this, let's say if I came up in this day and age in my 20s, I might would have handled it differently versus I got a girl, I got a side girl. I might have been more honest to every fucking body because my mama said it best to me because I never forget this. You're gonna get a good laugh out of this. This back in my music days. We had Central Homecoming. I had the side chick show up. Didn't know that my girl was gonna show up with her best friend.
Oh,
So they told me that I knew both of them were there, so I said, I know how I'm gonna handle this. So I performed, did my song, what have you. So I'm thinking they're in different parts of the building. Caveat, I told this story before, I'm gonna tell it again. Didn't realize they were best friends in high school. Guess who was standing beside each other? I
hey,
roll up,
best friend.
hold on. I roll up behind the side chick, give a kiss on the cheek. I just so happened to look to the left. The best friend of my girlfriend is in between the two of them, and they both looked at me like, motherfucker.
Wow.
So I talked to my mama like a couple of days later. She said, boy, let me give you some advice because I miss Mama Lucas. Mama Lucas kept it real, baby. She said, boy, a woman gonna fuck you whether you married or not. If she wants that dick, she wants that dick. She said, a true player lets everybody know. She said, never lie to a woman. Tell her you got a woman. Because what if you end up dating her? She can say a lot of people. The one thing she can't say is that you ever lied to. And I kept that thought for a long time. I said, never thought about that, period. And when I look back on my days, yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed because one, I hurt two women that had kids with, and part of that is the reason why I didn't see my kids because
Mm.
I hurt them so bad that they didn't want me in their life. So thus, de facto, they didn't want me in the child's life.
No.
And sometimes us as men, we don't realize the long-term damage of us cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Is it long-term
It's not
damage?
even just the cheating aspect because it's one thing to cheat. It's also the building block of it is the lies that happen. Because like you said, you have kids with both of these women, and so how long was the lying? How long was the scandal? How long was the moments where y'all wasn't intimate with each other and there was just a conversation? And did one girl ever ask about the other person? Like you didn't see them for long periods of time, like all the stuff in between is not even just about the penetration act. It's the effort, the lies and everything in between. Damn.
Damage and scarring, all that,
Mm-hmm.
period. And it's that's why God punished me with daughters. He said, since you want to be a piece of shit, hey, you're gonna have two of them. Goddamn, you're gonna have two girls,
And
and
I
you
am a
really
princess for a
okay. But
reason.
you do like you, buddy. With what you was, you know. But it's kind of like that's why I said, as us as men, sometimes we look back. And I think every man should look back in his younger days, his older days, and reevaluate how he moved. Because it's to the point that if you're still doing the same shit you were doing at 20, motherfucker, you ain't grow.
Mm-mm.
The greatest apology is a change of behavior. I can say sorry 50 million times, but I keep
And
doing
I don't
something
mean shit if you ain't putting no action to it.
basic.
Because words mean nothing. Words can mean a lot, but a picture says 1,000 words. But it took the artist to make that picture in order for you to create those words.
It was funny. One of the guys on there, the girl, Melissa Ford asked Ice, like, well, will you be in the pilot? He said, yeah, she don't know. I said, damn. I said, that's a fucked up thing to say.
That's a very fucked up thing to say, but
To
I.
be honest. But no, but that's why I said that the key to any pilot, open and everything, it was good for the gooses, good for the gander, period. And I think,
Only do it if it's good for the relationship or if it's beneficial or if both parties find it fun. If one person is really not into it, don't try to sit there and like manipulate them to get into it because the second you start lying, manipulating, and trying to create these scenarios, it makes the situation worse. So just have that open ended conversation, not open ended, have that very open, safe conversation and just see how it goes. Tell each
man,
other the truth too. Like tell each other the truth. And if
yeah,
you ain't ready to hear the truth, then don't do it. Because the truth can hurt.
but I never learned the truth not to her.
Hello. The truth gonna
I,
sting. If the truth is
I
a
never
tattoo, it's gonna
did.
sting.
Now, I'm about to tap into your therapist side of things before we go. Now, I was watching this show, and it was this lady who was a Miss America, what have you. And which I've been seeing a lot of ladies doing this with their husbands, which I don't get. But anyway, he gets once a year to step out of the marriage, right? But she can't. So she decided, I think they were dating for 2, maybe 3 years. They were dating for a minute. Then she said she wasn't feeling that no more. He said he ain't hearing that shit. He bounced. Now my question is to you: where did she make a mistake at?
She didn't make a mistake.
Well, not a mistake. I consider a mistake of this. when he said he wanted, because he the one that made the suggestion, she agreed to. All right.
Hmm.
I always feel this way. If I was a woman, if I was a woman, God gave me, you know, vagina and some titties, and Bobby is a unisex name. Just take the E off. Um, I would have said, soon he said, well, look, every birthday I want to, step out and something else. Oh, for real? Well, I'm like, well, I was thinking about that too. Why don't we both do that?
I mean, yeah, that's one way that you could think about it, but maybe for her, like she didn't fantasize about being with somebody else. And so when he came to her with the offer like once a year, this would happen. If at the time she was okay with it, cool. But then as time progressed, maybe like those times where it was once a year, it was moments that she probably really needed him, or she's rather him be home, or just having to sit home and know that this is happening. Jealousy, being uncomfortable is a very normal feeling to have. So she wasn't wrong in saying, like, hey, I can't do this no more. And to be honest, he wasn't wrong in, depending on how he broke up with her, or if they were married.
He was like, he was out. He was out. When she said that, because I remember the episode when me and my wife was watching it, and she looked at me, she was like, what
He
you
just
think?
got up and left.
She was telling her sister, she was like, yeah, he decided he wanted to end the relationship.
Depending on how he broke up with her, I would say that he was either wrong or he was right. If he broke up with her, like as soon as she was like, "Hey, I can't do this no more. All right, bye. I can't be with you no more. I'm gonna get out of here." Dip. Like poof. That's hurtful and that's aggressive, and you literally like basically just shut down her feelings.
Over time, because she kept, I guess they kept having the conversation after a while. He just said, I'm out. But I think
Okay, so then yeah, if it was a casual breakup, not casual, but like where as time progressed and they just wasn't meeting eye to eye, and he just made the initiative to break up, then yeah, he's not wrong because he knows what he wants, and he was saying like, this is how I would like to do things. She know what she want. She don't want a partner that's gonna constantly do that kind of thing, or depending on if she wanted to go out there and do that, and he was like, no, you can't do that. Only I can do that. And da 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 da. So her feelings could have changed over time, and they were both right in how they feel.
see, to me, this is my thought. Like, now, understand, anybody has it. Like I said, the key to a great relationship is adjusting to the changes in your mate life and all that good shit. I still feel as a man, he should have gave her the option. Even whether she takes it or not, the reason why he didn't even give her the option. He told her, you no, you can't do that. Only I can do that. That's where
Mm.
I had the issue. Because now you being a masculine asshole. Because she allowing you to step out with no penalty. And so tell you not cheating. But then to tell her that she can't do the same.
Even if she didn't want to, you didn't even give her an opportunity to express herself. So then, yeah, in that sense, that's not fair. And she was right to express how she felt, but he was still right in being like, you know what, since we can't meet eye to eye in this conversation and we both feel differently about this, we should end things. They were both right in expressing their feelings. However, the foundation of it was very much so wrong. And that's probably what led her to feel the way that she felt anyways, was because of how he presented the idea to her.
And see, she was saying how she felt inadequate and all this. And mind you, this female fine as shit. You know,
Beauty has nothing to do with it nowadays. You can have the baddest chick in the world walking, strutting in your life, cooking for you, doing everything that you want under the sun. And yet there's that one possibility you might still step out
actually,
because
the
something.
finest women, the ones that get cheated on the quickest. Damn.
Child, there is no real statistic to that.
And then to be honest with you, it's just my observation. We always step. See, when women cheat, they step up. We step down. Like
I do agree
we
with that
step down.
statement.
The girl ain't the girl might be freaky, but she ain't better looking than what we got at home.
Half the time she don't even be freakier. You was just mad or you was bored or whatever your excuse was, it was a terrible excuse because then it always comes back to just like,
So with that being said, we're at the end of another wonderful smokers lounge. And Sex Mother always bring that damn knowledge. I swear. And I haven't seen her videos, but I guarantee she gives great knowledge too. But that's enough conversation for another day. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can find you, buy your stuff, all that good stuff.
You can follow me on Instagram. I have a new Instagram name now. My Instagram name is now Your Erotic Fairy. YOUREROTICFAIRY. Twitter is Fairy Sex Mutha MUTHA. And OnlyFans is the same thing as my Twitter. Make sure you follow and all that great stuff. Make sure you listen to my podcast, Sex Experience Podcast. We have a new season coming very soon. And yeah, follow me on social media because I got a lot of events and stuff coming up. So you never know what's going on.
Yeah, so and I enjoy doing shows with pod mommies because they always give the best takes of podcasters that's in the same thing. So with that being said, people, you know how we gotta end this because I gotta eat. Life is a learning experience, so what's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, baby.
Peace in the Middle East.